Hi guys, I'm back with my first Passion Planner plan with me for 2019, but it's not going to be in this one. This Passion Planner I have loved. It has had so much crammed into it, and it's the point where the spine is starting to show signs of splitting because I've put so much in it, and it's not a problem I've ever had with my Passion Planners, but that tends to be because I run between about 6 and 8 months in one before I put them to rest on a shelf. So I've absolutely loved this planner, as I'm sure you can tell from the number of videos, but I am going to do my first plan with me in this one. So this is the Atrium Red Passion Planner, and this is the 2019 Pro, which actually has, I don't know if you can see this, the monthly sections have all got shaded bits down the side, so you can see them at a glance. So that's kind of like the big difference between the academic release and the calendar release. So I'm going to do my January setup today using the So the Adventure Begins monthly skeleton sheets and one of the notes pages to set it up. Now, if you watched my December video, which I know loads of people have, you will have seen me set up a gratitude spread, which I'm really quite behind on. And when I shared this within the I Better Science Facebook group, there was an overwhelmingly positive response to this, and Rachel commented on how if you did it every month of the year, it would make such a nice sort of point to reflect back on, and that's kind of stuck in my head. And so I'm going to do the same thing, and this Passion Planner is going to become, it's still going to be stickered and everything and still have plans in it, but it's going to be much more of a probably like journaly reflective kind of thing. So I've got a whole year in one book, hopefully. So we'll see how it goes, and by the time the academic planners come out, who knows, I probably will have changed my mind again, but we're going to go for it. So I'm going to flip to January, and as I've normally done with most of these videos, I've already taken the month and added it to the strip. Now, in my previous however many months in my other planner, I've put this bit at the top because there's been space, but obviously there's not, so it's going to go down here. And I don't mind that at all, it doesn't bother me or anything. And it's kind of, it's not an exact fit, it's not a perfect fit, but it's close enough to do the job, is what I say. And then I'm gonna use this just to snip off the extra bits carefully, having not snipped through. No, I haven't. And then I'm going to put this up here. I have to turn the plan around to do this. Now, with bound planners and you put them flat like this, you end up with a massive gap underneath during the first months of the year. I'm trying to think what I did last time. I put my iPad under it last time, didn't I? When I had my academic in the early months, which I don't have to hand. I might have to find something. I'm just going to trim that little extra bit off carefully, and there we go. So that's how I build that bit in. So the monthly sheets, if I've not said this before, or if you've not seen my videos before, are designed primarily to fit an Erin Condren planner. Clearly I don't use one, so that's fine. And while this is upside down, I'm going to go in with my day covers. Okay, I'm going to have to pause because I have an amazingly big scarf on, and every time I bend down to speak, my face is buried in it. That's better. Not that you could see that, but it was starting to annoy me. When you bend down to concentrate on something like this bit, you've just got a face full of scarf. It's great. So So yes, so this is being filmed before Christmas starts, but we'll be going up between Christmas and New Year. So you would have hopefully watched my last weekly plan with me in my old passion planner, where I said about getting my nails done. And can I just pause and share how much I love this combination of nail colour. It's festive, but it's not, and it's wintry and cool and everything, so made me happy anyway. We'll get there. Sorry, concentrating again. If you're new here, you will know that occasionally I go a little bit quiet because I'm concentrating. But there we go. So that's that. Now, also, as I've said previously, these flags here are designed to go over the numbers. They do fit perfectly in this planner, but it's too much for me to put them all down because of the problems I have on my wrist. So I'm not going to bother again, and I'm absolutely okay with that. Now, I'm just thinking as well, normally I run washi across here. So I'm going to go to my binder and look for, it's on my misc sheet, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So this binder has all of my collection sheets in it. Yeah, we'll use that one. And the binder sheets come with a washi down the side, but I obviously take them off so that I can punch them and put them in. So there we go, and then this will just fill across the top. I love the kind of smoky purpley colours in this. I think it's absolutely fab. And I'll take another one. Let's take that one. I can peel that off carefully. Okay. Pop that back on the side, and then we'll go this bit here, which apparently is a bit thicker than the other one. Will that come over the edge a little bit? I think I'm going to realign that across the bottom and kind of line up with those bits. I think these two bits actually came off the core sheet for the collection of the weekly view, so kind of line up. There we go. That's better. And then take my little scissors and snip around the edge like that. I have done this a few times. Sorry, I was giving you a sneak peek there of my first setup, which I had not intended. Yeah, so a couple of times in the weekly I've actually used the washi strips across the top as well to create the effect, and then put the days over the top. So this sticker here does fit really nicely in here. It's kind of like a little monthly dashboard type sticker, and it will go over the top of the washi, but that doesn't worry me at all. Again, that's kind of like marked for, you can put whatever you want in there really, but I just use it as a dashboard reference for like goals and things that I'm focusing on. So that will go there. Then down here are these notes boxes. Almost fit perfectly in this space. They do need a little bit of something across the header, just because it does poke out a tiny bit, enough that it annoys me. That was a bit shorter. Maybe we'll just go with a bit of white out over the end. See what happens there. And then stick this one here. They almost cover the due date bit perfectly. Almost, not quite. Oh, they cover it even less. I think there's some slightly different dimensions on this. And then this one goes in here. That's fine. That's okay. And then down here I pop all my tracker strips. So I think I'm going to go in with the dark one, purple one first. I do tend to run a very comprehensive monthly tracker in my bullet journal, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to continue with that. So I obviously enjoy having a passion planner. There's something about the structure that I find really beneficial, which is why I've got one for 2019. For work, I've gone to a happy planner, and then I've kind of got my Foxy Fix set up with my bullet journal and the Erin Condon daily planners, because I need structure for future planning, for tasks and all sorts of things, which is partly why I've got the easy dailies. But part of me wants to try and keep a bullet journal going and still try and find if there's a way that it will really, really work for me. So there's still going to be some experimentation going on in January, let's put it that way. But this is kind of going to be a little bit of everything, as my other one has been over the past, I don't know how many months. So that's kind of my basic setup. Now this sheet here I wouldn't necessarily need. I just really like having this sticker. I get this sheet for this sticker and for no other reason. I could still have the boxes that are down there and use those to record all the things that I want to record, but hey, if you like a sticker, you like a sticker. So if we go back briefly to my old planner and just have a look at my monthly. Now this is all set up so that I could record responses to the gratitude challenge in December. At the time of filming, I don't know what the Ellie Beth Designs challenge will be for January. It might be something similar, it might be more photos, but I'm sure there are numerous different gratitude prompts out there that you could use. So all the highlighted bits were the prompt. The one thing I did miss is having that kind of record of what's going on and everything else. And these two spaces here kind of got a little bit unloved, really. So I'm going to use the spaces here to kind of record things like when the bins go out and all of that kind of thing. So go to my other binder where I have all of my many gazillions of functional items and various different sheets that Rachel produces in her shop. So I'm going to start with my recycling bins and my normal bins, refuse, I don't know. So there are ways to do this. I could put them down here and just list the dates next to it. I could put them in here. I might put them in here. So the next question is, what colour do we go for? Do we go for super pale blue, which they have, dark blue, dark purple, dark blue, I think. So that's for my recycling dates. That's for my, I don't want to put it at the top, I want to put it at the bottom. So in in my bullet journal that I'm going to start doing a tiny calendar and then just listing and colour coding dates, which is kind of inspired by the boosted journal and the way that Ricardo does things, because I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to go to functional. What else have I got in here? Planner stickers, log. Okay. So I do have blog post going up in January on the page. I do have, oh, that's a nice dark one. That's kind of in keeping. That's for listing when I plan to publish my videos during the month of January. And then there's no dark blue. Dark purple. We'll go dark purple. Yeah. That's linked to all of my monthly planning routine and dates linked to that. And let's just have a little look through any other icons I've got. No. I think most of my icons already got out. I do love a good icon. Any Penguin Joes I could put in. Oh yes. I'm going to put that one in. No. And just leave it at that, I think. Although he's pretty big. That's okay. We'll stick him in there. So next to all of these icons, I'll list the relevant dates of what's going on, and then I've still got space to record and the focus of my prompts and various other things, and I will try and find a use for these that I prefer. We'll wait and see on that front. Now the only thing that I haven't included, which I did include in last month, is sort of some form of anxiety tracking, but I think I'm going to set up a year in pixels when I have the patience and my hand isn't hurting too much, because in the back here we have a whole load of plain pages and then dark grid pages. So I'm thinking of getting some of the back page inserts from Chelsea Brown Designs that are designed for the Passion Planner, based around sort of like collections that most people put in their bullet journal, and then my year in pixels will go here. So I'm trying to take a lot of things that I do in my bullet journal and transfer them into this to see if I do need to still keep using a bullet journal or whether I can just cope. But we'll see how that goes. That's all going to change. So anyway, this is my January setup in my Passion Planner, my new lovely red one. And it's all based around being able to record gratitude responses in every single day of the month, but still have a little bit more functionality in terms of recording dates and things like that. So hopefully, as I always say, this is useful to someone somewhere. This will be going between Christmas and New Year, so if you celebrated Christmas, I hope you had a wonderful time. I hope you all have a fantastic New Year celebration and have fun setting up and delving into whatever planner you may be using for January. If it's new, it's always exciting. If it's an old one, there's nothing wrong with that either. There's something about a planner being loved that you can't get anywhere else. So that's that. I will be back at some point with some more Plan With Me's. I'm also contemplating doing a flip through of my previous Passion Planner and maybe looking at how I'm using different things as I venture into 2019. So if there's anything you would like to see, leave a comment below and I will try and build that into my schedule for January. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers and it would be amazing if I could get there as the new year comes in. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. Hopefully it's got some ideas. And I'll be back soon. And as I always say, in the meantime, happy planning.